Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. In this video, I'll be building Agora Models HashPartWorks T-800 Terminator. I am on stage 4.
Phased plasma rifle in the 40-watt range. Uzi 9mm. I'll be back.
Let's look at the step-by-step instructions for stage 4. And here's our stage 4 instructions for installing the components for the upper right arm. Got a lot going on here. First 5 steps are over here on the right. And we have a total of 15 steps going on with the next page. A lot there. And we end it with stage 18. And we do a lot in this particular stage. So I'll get the parts out, we'll get a close look, and we'll start the assembly. Here's all the parts for stage 4. A lot going on here. Very heavy, so there's a lot of metal here. I'll go ahead and open this up. We'll get a closer look at the parts. Here's a close-up of the parts for stage 4. We received 4 components for the arm, and they are all metal. That's these 4 right here. We also received the right arm rod, A and B. That's both of those two. They are metal also. We received plastic grips for combined right arm components. The rubber washers, that's these black washers here. And screws. We received 4 different types of screws. Some PM screws, 2x4mm. Some more PMs, 3x8mm. Some more PMs, 3x16mm. And another PM, 3x20mm. So I will pull those out separately and give you a close-up of those, and then we'll start the assembly of this issue. Here's all 4 screws. Now these screws are all considered button head screws, and they're all categorized as PM screws. So we have the 2x4 screw, we have the 3x8, 3x16, and the 3x20. So you can see the 3x's are a little bit thicker than the 2x's. Step 1, 2, and 3, we assemble another actuator for the arm. And same thing, they're all metal, so I'll need to lubricate the screw hole for our 3x8 screw that we are installing. I'll be using my Vaseline as usual and my little applicator tip. So my screw is going to go into here. And there's actually threads cut into this, so that makes it nice. What I can see, there's threads down in there. That's good. We're going to insert that right there, like that. We're going to push this in. Here's another technique for you. Go ahead and put your rod in and put your screw in where it's sticking out on the end there. And then you can simply take the other end, get it started. Once you have it started, then you can screw it down. And there it is. Alright, we're going to put our rubber grommet onto the end of the rod, and the rod has a detent on it, so does the grommet. It has a fatter detent on one side. We're just simply going to insert that onto the detent like that, and we're going to put our screw in, our 2x4 screw. It's threaded already, so it's not having to cut into it. You're just screwing it in, being careful you don't cross thread anything. Cross threading would be a bad thing, and that will lock that rubber grommet onto that rod. Step 5, we're going to install the rod into our actuator from stage 3 that we assembled earlier. We're going to turn this around, and it's simply going to insert into that and give us that actuator sound. Perfect. Next, we're going to assemble the rubber grommet onto the other rod. So we'll get this actuator out of the way, and we're going to do the same thing with it as we did earlier. Make sure it goes into the detent like advertised. Put our 2x4mm screw in. It's tight. Then we're going to grab our actuator that we just built, and we're going to insert that into it. Perfect. Now in step 8, we're going to get our joint from stage 2. We're going to apply these rubber pieces on it, and they're simply going to go around that one and that one. That's how that looks. They say that these parts will not fit firmly, but later on they will when they get installed in a later step. We'll go ahead and assemble step 11 through 15. We're going to attach these two actuators. On this side here, it takes a 3x20 screw, and on the right it takes a 3x16 screw. So we'll put the screw in from the back side like they want us to, but in order for the screw to stay in place for now, I'm going to put some tape on the back side to help me with that. Okay. And then same thing on the other side. I'm going to put a 3x16 screw into that, and I'm going to put some tape on it to keep it in there. Now I can put my actuator on this side and the other actuator on the other side. And that's what we have going on so far. Next, they want us to take our joint here and install that on top. Remember, we had those plastic bushings just like they are like that. You're going to go straight down, and they're going to get inserted into that just like that. Okay, see that from the side camera? Looks good. Alright. Next we install this outer piece here, and you can see now our screws are going to screw into the back side here. Okay, so we're going to fit that down on top of that rubber joint. Pretty fancy, that's how this works. Okay, we got it started. We'll just tighten these down. Pretty heavy duty this is. Don't need to use any lubricant because the threads are already there. It makes it nice. And there we go. What's nice though is this rotates still. Okay, that rotates. Alright, that's how that looks there. I'll turn it over, and that's how that looks there. And that completes stage 4. Making a lot of progress on this. I'm pretty pleased about it. This was a lot of fun assembling. This is probably the most mechanical kit I've built so far, so I'm having a lot of fun with this. So if you like this video, please give me a like, And please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. And while you're at it, please head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this. Believe me, you're going to have a lot of fun with this. It's a huge kit, and you won't regret. So, happy modeling, everybody, and take care.